Yindjibarndi people, traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today, and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. We extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today. Please note this special meeting of Mount Isa City Council may be live streamed and recorded in accordance with Council's recording of council meetings policy. As a visitor in the public gallery, your presence may be recorded. By remaining in chambers, it is assumed your consent is given if your image is inadvertently broadcast. Good morning, everyone. It's my honour to present Mount Isa City... Oh,
No,
yes.
you're right. All good.
No, sorry, I forgot to do the apologies. Our Deputy Mayor, Councillor Coughlin, is absent today.
Well, that's what I was asking you about. I thought it was too late. So.
No, that was nearly a major omission.
I'll
Yes.
move that Councillor Coughlin is absent from the meeting.
Getting deja vu. Thank you, Councillor Tully.
Councillor Kim Coughlin, sorry.
Councillor Kim Coughlin. So I move, Councillor Tully second, and all in favour. We can go to the budget speech now. Yep, okay. Good morning, everyone. It's my honour to present Mount Isa City Council's budget for the 2024-2025 financial year. This year's budget has been crafted with a strong awareness of the pressures many of our residents are facing due to rising costs of living. We are also mindful of the significant economic challenges posed by Glencore's closure of its Mount Isa copper mining operations in 2025 and the 1,200 job losses that will result from this closure. Council has addressed this by keeping rates as low as possible for properties that are the principal place of residence. Council is also providing a $200 rates discount for pensioners. Council recognises the immediate and long-term needs of our residents and is committed to providing support during these challenging times. As well as this, ongoing efforts are in place to make Council's processes more efficient, thereby reducing costs and improving service delivery. Mount Isa stands at a crossroads with both significant opportunities and challenges on the horizon. This budget is designed to navigate these complexities with a balanced approach. The total budget is $110.9 million, which includes a capital works program of $21.47 million and services and operating costs of $87.45 million. The Capital Works program comprises about $8.7 million in new projects, with the remainder comprising carryover projects from the 2023-2024 financial year. These projects include $2.4 million for the renewal of sealed roads in Mount Isa and Camooweal, $1.95 million to upgrade the water network, improving disinfection, pipeline, lifespan and pressure, $1.65 million for the Principal Cycle Network Plan Shared Pathways, $1.56 million for Council's Energy Efficiency Program, $1.25 million for Council's Parks and Refurbishment Program, $1 million for Road Culvert Rehabilitation, and $1 million for the 2025 Roads to Recovery Program. Council continues to actively pursue Queensland and federal government funding opportunities for capital works projects. This year, $21.47 million capital works program includes grants of more than $9.9 million, representing 46% of the program. The rates and charges for a typical residential property that's a primary place of residence will increase on average by a moderate 4.6% or $50 a year. Council has resolved to take on nil new borrowings for 2024-25 financial year. In terms of debt management, Council compares favourably against industry benchmarks. Economic diversification will be key to the city's prosperity going forward. Nurturing a dynamic and diverse economy will ensure Mount Isa remains a vibrant and attractive place in which to live, work and invest. This budget is grounded in prudent fiscal responsibility and lays a solid foundation for Mount Isa's ongoing prosperity and improvement. I would like to thank Council staff who have worked hard to put this budget together. I would like to move that Council adopts the 2024-2025 Register of Commercial Fees and Charges as presented in the 2024-2025 annual budget, and that Council adopts the 2024-2025 Register of Cost Recovery Fees, register as presented in the 2024-2025 annual budget. Do I have a seconder for that motion?
Ballard.
Thank you, Councillor Ballard. All in favour? That's carried. I'd like to move that Council adopts a 2024-2025 operational plan as presented. Do I have a seconder for that motion?
Second, Tully.
Thank you, Councillor Tully. All in favour? Thank you. I'd like to move that Council adopts a 2024-2025 revenue statement in accordance with Section 169(2)(b) and 172 of the Local Government Regulation 2012 as presented, and that Council adopts the differential rating categories to apply in 2024-2025 to land within the Mount Isa City Council local government area in accordance with Section 81, subsection 1 and 81, subsection 2 of the Local Government Regulation 2012 as presented, and that Council adopts the rating categories, cents in the dollar and minimum general rates for the 2024-2025 financial year. And that the Council adopts the utility charges for the 2024-2025 financial year as presented, and that Council adopts the separate rates and charges for the 2024-2025 financial year as presented, and that Council resolves in accordance with Section 129 of the Local Government Regulation 2012 to allow ratepayers to pay all rates and charges other than utility charges for water consumption by instalments as follows. The periods for payment of each instalment of the rates and charges is quarterly, namely 1st of July 2024 to 30th of September 2024, 1st of October 2024 to 31st of December 2024, 1st of January 2025 to 31st of March 2025, and the 1st of April 2025 to the 30th of June 2025. And the corresponding due date for payment of each quarterly instalment is 1st of September 2024, 1st of November 2024, 1st of February 2025, and the 2nd of May 2025 respectively. And a failure to pay a quarterly instalment by the due date for payment renders that instalment of rates and charges overdue and subject to the imposition of interest as determined by Council pursuant to Section 133 of the Local Government Regulation 2012. That Council adopts the interest is payable on overdue rates and charges from the day the rates and charges become overdue and will be calculated at 12.35% per annum on daily balances and as compound interest in accordance with Section 133 of the Local Government Regulation 2012. And that Council adopts the total value of the change expressed as a percentage in the rates and utility charges levelled for the financial year compared with the rates and utility charges levied in the previous budget in accordance with Section 169 of the Local Government Act 2009 for the financial year 2024 to 2025, the change is 8.3%. And that Council adopts a general differential rate increase for the principal place of residence for residential properties for the 2024-2025 financial year is 5.8%. And that Council adopts the 2024-2025 statutory budget documents comprising the Statement of Income and Expenditure, Statement of Changes in Financial Position, Statement of Cash Flows, Statement of Changes in Equity and relevant measures in financial sustainability in accordance with the Section 169 of the Local Government Regulation 2012. And that Council adopts a 2024 to 2034 long-term financial forecast in accordance with Section 169 of Local Government Regulation Council 2012. And that Council receives and accepts the 2023-2024 significant business activities in accordance with Sections 18, 19, 20 and 169 of Local Government Regulation 2012. And that Council adopts to not apply the Code of Competitive Conduct for its business type activities for 2024-2025 in accordance with Section 39 of the Local Government Regulation 2012 and Section 47 of the Local Government Act, given the level of expenditure in the business activities and the little or no competition for the services provision. Council sees no public benefit in applying the Code of Competitive Conduct at this time. and that council receives and accepts the 2023-2024 estimated activity statement in accordance with section 34 of the Local Government Regulation 2020-12. Do I have a seconder for those motions?
Second, Crowther.
Thank you, Councillor Crowther. Would anyone like to speak to the budget? We might go around and take it in turns if everyone has something they'd like to say.
Through the chair.
Councillor Ballard.
Firstly, I want the ratepayers of Mount Isa to know that our council acknowledges that we're all experiencing the high cost of living pressures, and it's not lost on us that there are a lot of households in our community that are doing it tough. As a council, we're loath to pass on the increased cost of delivering services to our community, and we're actively looking to develop cost-saving initiatives to minimise the financial burden placed on our ratepayers. It's worth noting that Mount Isa has some of the cheapest general rates in Queensland, but our water is amongst the state's most expensive. And one of our primary areas of focus for this council is the establishment of Northwest Water to bring the responsibility and operation of our water reservoirs and associated infrastructure under the control of our local entity. This week's announcement by Treasury that this year's water dividend payment will be nearly $1 million less than last year's highlights the absurdity and dysfunction of the current structure, and it's grossly unfair that our ratepayers have to chip in the difference. On a more positive note, I'm very proud of the work that this council has done so far in amending our procurement policy to provide more favourable weighting to local businesses, and I hope would-be vendors take the opportunity to engage with council as we continue to keep as much money local as possible. Throughout the term, we will continue to adjust the policy and our processes to make sure council is easier to work with and to increase local participation in the delivery of our core functions.
Thank you, Councillor Ballard. Did you have any comments, Councillor
I
Doyle?
just wanted the community to know that this council and the mayor and these people are working tirelessly and hard to try and make the best solutions for our community, for our people, our ratepayers. And there's some very intelligent people. I'm not one of them, but there's some very intelligent people on here with budgets and finance and money, and they're doing the best that they can to try and make cost of living as good as it can be for Mount Isa. So just bear with them, us, and honestly, don't take lightly the decisions that they've had to make. So it's pretty difficult. So. Thank
you, Councillor Doyle. Councillor Crowther.
Yes, quickly, I'd just like to concur with both the former councillors' speeches about the rate increase. None of us like to have an increase, but no, to make the business of running a council not profitable, but sustainable is just sad fact of affairs. But on the positive notes, I'd like to see that the money we're investing into the 6 pillars is very vital for the work that we are doing to also to overcome the job losses that's going to be coming up in the coming years. The initial talks we've had with some of these the different pillars are quite exciting on the opportunities that we've got coming, and that money investing in now is I believe will make a big return going forward with the opportunities that we can overcome, and then make Mount Isa strong and vital for the rest of the state. And we'll be asking on those state governments to, especially coming up to the to the state elections, that Mount Isa needs that money, and they should be looking towards supporting us in these ventures.
Thank you, Councillor Crowther. Did you have any words, Councillor Tully?
I just like, I think you've just about nailed it on the head, all ears there. I support every single one of yours, what you've made statements about. I just think we just got to make Mount Isa beautiful again. I think that's probably where we've got to spend a bit of money. Make it when people come through, they say, I want to come back. And I think that's one of the things that that I can see going forward. No one likes to put our rates up, but we've all got facilities here. We use them, and we get out of town, people using them, and it all comes at a cost. But going forward, I'd just like to see like the town coming into town, going out of town, and getting people to say, I definitely want to come back to Mount Isa again.
Thank you. Councillor Coghlan.
Thanks, Madam Mayor. I'd like to reiterate what everybody said, especially Dan at the start there. We're trying to work hard, but we all, I think everybody here loves this community and is here for the benefit of the community, not themselves. And it's their council though, it's our people's council. If you've got ideas or you've got solutions, come to us. If you've got problems if you see a problem and you've got a solution, then give it to us, because we're your voice. So come to us, and we'll put things through, because there's a lot of intelligent people in this community, and we want to use all of you. So, come and see us. I'm not across everything, and I don't think any of us are, and that's why we're more than willing to listen to you and go and visit. We've done that so far. We've had someone raise an issue, and I think there was 3 councillors out there and a couple of workers to view that and come up with solutions. So don't be scared to come to us and ask things. I specifically wanted to talk about the newspaper. I wait every Wednesday with bated breath to get that in my inbox so that I can go through and check what's happening, what's been happening, and the photos. I love looking at the photos of the different events, and I know that there's a lot of people in town who are really happy that that paper's back. I still remember Matty Nichols as a young reporter when he first came to Mount Isa, and the enthusiasm that he did back then and what he did for sports back then. I don't know if anyone can remember, but he used to go around and he would have all the teams from the AFL to rugby league, soccer, like he would have them all in the paper, each individual person. It was a lot of effort, and he went to a lot of effort, and the fact that it's like 15, 16 years later and he wanted to come back here says a lot about his love for this community and the work he does. Sometimes I don't know how he gets around and does things. But again, that paper, we've contributed to it, and it's yours. It's the people of this community. Don't be scared to get in contact with Matty, because one of the things he will do is promote your events. So, yes, you've got Facebook, but I think more people will see that paper than a Facebook post. So don't be scared to use them. And I think it's one of the best initiatives since we've started. And it's only early. We've got 4 years. So we're going to keep chipping away, and I think hopefully judge us on the end of 4 years, not the 4 months we've been in here.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Coghlan. All in favour? Okay, so the budget has passed. I now announce the meeting closed.